That is all that.
But it is. Josefina, I ask you, has there ever been such a miserable person as I am?
Well, I don't know what you're so miserable about. I dare say there are lots of miserable persons, but there are happy ones too. Oh, I know. It's him again. It is him, isn't it?
Who else could it be? Oh, why do I have to have an uncle like that?
Mistress Antonia, you can't help what kind of uncle you have. No one can help it. The damage is already done.
Do you know what he's up to now? You won't believe it.
I'll believe anything about your uncle.
He just told me that he's a knight, and his name is Don Quixote de la Mancha.
Don Quixote de la Mancha?
That is what he said.
This is serious.
And that isn't all. He said he's going to leave us this very morning.
Leave us?
He said he must go out into the world.
Out into the world? For heaven's sakes, what for?
To rescue ladies in distress.
Ladies in distress? Well, where's he going to find them?
I don't know.
He better stay home. There are 2 ladies in distress right here.
He says that he is a knight errant and must go out and perform all sorts of noble deeds.
Heaven help us. Your uncle can't do such things.
He thinks he's serving some lady called Dulcinea del Toboso. And he says he has to fight giants and wizards and enchanters.
Oh, the poor creature.
He'll travel everywhere, righting all the wrongs he can find.
That will keep him busy, I warrant.
And the pity of it is, Josefina, he says he's doing it all for her sake.
Whose? You mean Dulcinea, what's her name?
Yes, but she doesn't exist.
Your uncle surely has a grand imagination.
It's all so terrible. And you know who he says his greatest enemy is? The Knight of the White Moon.
What ridiculous nonsense. I'd laugh at it all if it wasn't so serious.
I know. That's what makes me cry.
No, dear. This isn't the time for tears.
But what can I do?
You must go to him and look him straight in the face and tell him that he isn't Don Quixote, that there is no such person as Lady Dulcinea Thingamabob, no giants, no wizards, and no Knight of the White Moon.
But I told him that till I was blue in the face.
And what did he say?
He said that I was crazy.
Heaven help us. There's no doubt about it. Your uncle has forgotten his mind this time. Do you remember when he used to think he was the lord of this village and owned all of the land?
Oh, don't remind me.
But at least he stayed home then. Now he's got to go gallivanting all over creation.
We have to stop him. He isn't very strong. I know that he'll get hurt or get his death of cold. We have to do something.
But what? Your uncle is a man, my dear, and a very stubborn one at that. And to think, it all came about because of his everlasting readings of foolish books about knights and chivalry and all of that trash. It just turned his poor head.
Yes, he's hired Sancho Panza to be his squire, and he's having him gather all sorts of things and armor for the journey.
Not Sancho Panza, the laborer who lives at the other side of the village with his wife and daughter?
That is the very man.
But he's got a soft spot in the upper story as well.
It's all so terrible. And he's already picked out a horse whom he calls Rocinante.
This is bad. Very bad.
I'm desperate. But that's all water under the bridge. You have to do something. Tell me what I can do.
I'll do all I can if only you don't cry anymore. Maybe if we could only keep him here, he'd get over all this madness. I think I know.
You do? Josefina, tell me at once.
That is, I don't know.
Oh.
But I know somebody who will know.
Who are they?
Well, who have the best heads in all of the village? Now think.
I haven't the least idea. Poor uncle isn't among them.
Why, Dr. Sanson Crosco, the scholar, and Master Nicholas.
The barber?
Dr. Sanson Carrasco has studied at the great school of Salamanca. He knows almost everything. But what he doesn't know, Master Nicholas can tell him.
And what of it?
Don't you see? We'll put the whole matter before them. They'll know just what to do with your uncle.
If only they did. Oh, Sabina, where are you going?
To go find Dr. Krasko and Master Nicholas. I'll only be gone a short while.
Don't say anything about my uncle. Just tell them that I'm worried about something and would like their advice. I'll tell them myself.
As you wish. Now quit your worry. Our wandering knight Don Quixote won't get very far with two such men on their trail. They'll know just what to do.
What if they don't?
Then there is nothing to be done. But they must.
You're such a comfort, Josefina.
Sancho! Sancho, where are you?
Papa! Papa!
Sancho?
Papa!
Where is my husband? I will not have him wandering all over the world with that crazy uncle of yours.
That will do. You're Sancho Panza's wife?
Who did you think I was? Where is Sancho?
I assure you,
I want my papa back.
nobody is hiding your papa.
Oh no? Then what did he mean when he said he was going to travel the world as your uncle's squire? And they were going on many adventures. If that isn't being taken, I don't know what is. But let me tell you this, I won't have it, you hear?
I hear very well.
Well then hear this too. Your uncle can go to blazes, but my Sancho stays at home where he belongs with his wife and daughter. And that's my last word.
If you must know, I don't want either of them to go.
Then where is Sancho? Where are you hiding him?
I'm not hiding him.
Papa! Sancho, hey Sancho!
Shh! For goodness sake.
Oh, Papa, you haven't gone away.
Be quiet, Sancho. How can I be gone away? Can you see me right here?
I don't want you to go away.
Can't you make her be quiet? He's thinking.
Who is?
Don Quixote.
Donkey? What kind of donkey is that?
Who is talking about a donkey? I mean, Don Quixote de la Mancha.
Never heard of him. Is that what your uncle calls himself now?
Yes, and what's more, I'm his loyal servant, his squire and attendant, Sancho Panza. We're going out into the world and...
You see, he is going to leave us.
Quiet, Sanchita!
How dare you talk to your own flesh and blood like that? Sancho Panza, you are not going away with Don Quixote or any other donkey.
Oh, yes, I am.
Oh no, you're not.
It's all settled, Teresa. His worship, Don Quixote, my master, is already getting ready to go out into the world on all kinds of wonderful adventures, and I'm wandering with him.
Then I should live to see this day.
You know, he's a knight-errant and has to wander. And if he's a knight-errant, that makes me a squire-errant. Isn't it marvelous? We're both become famous and rich and go down in history, and that's that.
Now let me tell you something, you lazy good-for-nothing. If you so much as step foot outside this village, I won't ever speak to you again all of my life, and that is that.
So I'll have a dumb wife then. Fine.
Sancho Panza, you keep a civil tongue in your head.
People, please. I wish you'd go elsewhere with your quarreling. I'm expecting someone.
I'm actually glad you come along. See, I need to take something, and why don't you be a good wife, go back to the house and grab me our donkey?
Only over my dead body will you take our donkey. How am I supposed to carry wood to the fire or heavy things to market? On my poor back, on Sanchita's. You already have one donkey, Don Quixote. You cannot have another. And tell me this, you blockhead, who is going to keep body and soul together in this house with you off trampling all over the world like a fool with that fool of a Don Quixote?
I forbid you to speak like that of a great knight.
Pooh, he's no more of a knight than I am, and you know it.
He is a knight. He told me so.
Told you so. And you believe everything you're told?
You ought to see him all dressed up. Why, he looks beautiful. He looks more like a knight than any knight I've ever seen.
You've never seen one. Look, Sancho, what do you get for being an even bigger crackpot than that Don Quixote?
What do I get? Honor, the respect of everybody, but you. Yes, and his worship has promised to make me a duke or a count.
Or a no account?
Oh, you keep quiet, woman, talking like that after all he's done for you.
For me? Your father's crazy as a loon.
Yes, for you. Here, take it. His worship paid me some of my salary in advance.
Let me see.
When I told him I'd be glad to serve him, you know what he said to me? He said, "You are leaving your wife and daughter behind. They must live," he said. Then he gave me all this. Sancho is the greatest mind out there, and Don Quixote is the greatest knight. That's all.
Well, I never. It's real, praise heavens!
Mistress Ponza, I must apologize about my uncle. He has no right to lead your good husband on a wild goose chase. We're doing all we can, and
Wild goose chase? Not with this. I'm beginning to love wild goose chases.
we are trying to prevent my uncle from going away.
Don't prevent him. It's a grand idea, truly. Maybe your uncle is a knight. Who knows? Sometimes knights forget to tell everybody who they are, but everybody knows that you must go on adventures and go wondering. Isn't that right, Sancho, my love?
Right as rain, wife.
But I thought you said you didn't want your husband to go away.
I didn't, but now I do. I've been doing some thinking. This is a nice job he has. A little trip might do him good. Sancho, dear, are you quite certain that great knight Don Quixote promised to make you a duke or something?
That he did, Teresa.
What will that make me? A duchess?
I don't know, something like that.
A duchess! Who'll have piles of money. I'll dress myself up in the richest velvet. I'll dress you up too, Sanchita. Will you, Mama?
Will you dress me up? I think I need it.
And we'll go riding, clippity-clop, all along the village. And oh, will those stuck-up people stare. I can just see their eyes popping right out of their stupid little heads. But we'll just ride on, clippity-clop, our heads high in the air, and look down our noses at everybody. Oh, won't that be heaven? And I won't have to go to the market anymore, or gather wood for the fire. We'll have many servants all dressed up as kings to wait on us hand and foot.
Oh, Mama, I can't stand it.
Hold on, I'm not a duke yet.
You will be, my love. That great knight, Don Quixote, promised to make you one. He will keep his word. Knights always do. No, husband mine, I'll sacrifice you for a little while so you can go and serve your master, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote.
That's what I said. Bless that knight.
Now you bless him. A few minutes ago you wanted to wring his neck, and mine too.
Well, I didn't know then what I know now. Go with him. Lose no time. He may need you.
Is the call waiting again?
Sanchita Panza, don't you dare cry. We've never been so happy.
Haven't?
Well, I'm glad that's all settled in. I can finally go help his worship get it ready. There's lots to be done yet. But saddle, Rocinante, and oh, that's the horse he's taking along.
You'll let us know what happens? You write a letter sometime when you're out wandering?
You know I can't write.
You won't have to. Just write X's. 1 X will mean you've had a nice adventure, and 2 will mean you've been made a duke. But don't forget the money.
I won't.
When are you going out into the world with your master?
As soon as we get ready.
Sanchita and I will be back to say goodbye and bring some food to take with you.
I must go.
I'm proud of you, Sancho Panza.
I am proud of myself.
Really, you shouldn't urge your husband to follow my uncle.
And why shouldn't I? Pray, I think I know a good thing when I see it. And listen here, lady, no one is going to stop me from becoming a duchess.
But my uncle can't make you a duchess or your husband a duke. He just imagines things. He thinks that he's a knight.
Well, if he didn't think so, he could never be one. Maybe your uncle just thinks he gave Sancho this money. Well, lady, when your uncle, that great knight Don Quixote, thinks my husband is a duke, I'll be a duchess, or my name isn't Teresa Panza.
Have it your own way. Please, go now.
Come, Sanchita, we'll go home and wash your face and make you look pretty to say goodbye to your father.
But I don't want to wash my face. Can't I say goodbye like this?
No, who ever heard of a duchess's daughter with a dirty face?
But I'm not a duchess's daughter yet.
You better begin practicing. Come.
Silly things.
I hurried back as fast as I could. Luckily, I found them both.
Oh, Dr. Carrasco, and you, Master Nicholas.
Your servant. Your very humble servant.
It is so good the both of you to come.
Not at all. Not in the least. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mistress Antonia.
A great pleasure.
Gentlemen, I am so worried. So terribly worried.
You don't tell me. What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I don't know what to do. We are at our wits' end, so we are taking the liberty of asking you.
I told her you had the best heads in all of the village.
Honored, I'm sure.
Very honored.
Oh, forgive my bad manners. Dr. Krasko, please be seated. You too, Master Nicholas.
Let's all sit down.
There is so little time. I should have spoken to you sooner, but I never knew what he was up to until a short while ago. It is about my uncle, gentlemen.
Ah,
Aha!
He must be stopped. This morning he informs me that he is a knight, and his name is Don Quixote de la Mancha. He says that, but worst of all, he's preparing to go out to the world like some knight of old.
how extraordinary. Why would he want to do that for?
Well, he says that he must seek adventure and find his great enemy, the Knight of the White Moon.
The Knight of the White Moon?
He's supposed to be some wicked wizard, but of course, there's no such person. He says he has to fight him.
Fight somebody who doesn't exist.
Gentlemen, please allow me to finish. He also talks of a lady whom he calls Dulcinea del Toboso. She's supposed to be the most beautiful woman in all of the world. He thinks he's serving her, and that he has to leave our village and go out and seek adventure, spreading the glory of her name. But gentlemen, Dulcinea del Toboso, like the Knight of the White Moon, and Don Quixote himself, exists only in my uncle's soft head.
Sad. Dismal.
It's just all of those books he's been reading about knights and chivalry, giants, wizards, ladies in distress. It's just turned his poor head. And now he has to be a knight and go out and have adventures.
Josefina, please, I'll tell it. He also has hired Sancho Panza to be his squire, and they're preparing to set off on their long journey any time now. Gentlemen, we must stop my uncle at any price. I love my uncle, even if he is such a fool. He isn't used to such hardships. If he takes to a life of wandering, where will he sleep at night? Where will he eat? What will become of him?
That's the question.
Yes, what will become of him?
Gentlemen, I beg you, help me save my uncle from himself.
Tell us what to do, gentlemen.
What to do? What to do? You've got to think this out.
I'll think with you. I think two brains can think better than one. Don't you think? Ah.
I have it!
Oh, thank heaven!
Ladies, your troubles are over.
What did I tell you?
We'll lock your uncle in a room until he comes to his senses.
But, Dr. Carrasco,
No, that won't do, will it? Of course it won't. We might have to keep him in there for years.
I have an idea. Why don't you tell your uncle he's an idiot?
but I've tried. He doesn't believe me.
Stop. Come, Master Nicholas, let's think some more.
Master Nicholas is always willing to think.
Stop! This time I've got something!
Oh, thank heaven!
Tell me, Mistress Antonia, let us put all these fantastic ideas in your uncle's head.
Yes, what makes him think he is this Don Quixote?
Or that he's serving this lady, Dulcinea del Toboso,
Or that he has to go out after adventure?
and fight his great enemy, the Knight of the White Moon.
What has made him like this?
Why? It's all the silly books he's been reading.
Filling his head with all sorts of nonsense.
What did I tell you? They already know the cause to everything.
But we already know the cause. What is the remedy?
Is this plain?
As the nose on your face.
The books aren't plain, right? Then throw all the books away!
Tear them up! Burn them all!
But that is silly.
Your uncle is a silly man.
With silly men, we have to do silly things.
The damage is already done. He's read those stupid books hundreds of times.
No, I never thought of that.
How are we going to stop him from going away? What are we going to do now? That's what I want to know.
Quite so, quite so. What do we do now? What do we do now? Are you ready to think?
Always ready.
Then think! Mr. Santoni, your uncle is safe. I have it all thought out.
Really?
Tell me, Carrasco. Splendid. You're a genius, my friend. Night of the White Moon. The Night of the White Moon!
Gentlemen, please.
Just think how Don Quixote will take it. He won't know what hit him.
I demand to know.
Dr. Crosco, Master Nicholas.
Ladies, your worries are over.
So you know how to prevent him from going away?
No.
No, but you just said.
Don't stop him.
Let him go.
What?
I want both of you ladies to help me.
You want us to help you?
Yes, give in to his whims. Let him think that he is everything he imagines himself to be. Let him do everything that he wants to do.
I give up.
He thinks he's this great knight, Don Quixote de la Mancha. Then that's just what he is. For the sake of Dulcinea del Toboso, he wants to go out and fight wizards and enchanters. Very well, let him.
Dr. Carrasco, has my poor uncle lost his mind, or have you lost yours?
Don't you see, ladies? It's all a part of the plan.
What plan? I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Santonian, on my honor as a scholar and a gentleman, your uncle will be taken care of. But, and this is very important, we mustn't under any circumstances stop him from going away.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'll give you one tip. Who is Don Quixote's greatest enemy? He told you himself, right? The Knight of the White Moon. And so we'll see to it that your uncle finds that very man.
The Night of the White Moon! I'll die laughing!
What's this?
Heaven help us. The saints preserve us.
Are we in time? Where's the great Don Quixote? Where's my Sancho?
Pa's gone? I washed my face for nothing.
Will you hush up? Sancho, my love, doesn't he look grand? Just like a duke already.
What-ho, he comes, Don Quixote de la Mancha, the greatest knight in all the world. Oh, and I am the greatest squire of the greatest knight, Sancho Panza. What-ho!
Remember what I told you. Humor him. It's my plan. Hail, great knight!
Hail, Don Quixote!
Hail!
Hail!
Hi.
Hurrah! I am Don Quixote de la Mancha, and I have come to say farewell. Like every true knight, I am heading off into the world to seek adventure, to conquer giants, trample down evil enchanters, including my greatest enemy, the Knight of the White Moon. I will slay dragons, rescue ladies in distress, and help the weak. Whoa, Rocinante, whoa there. All this and more I am doing for the sake of the most beautiful woman on earth, Dulcinea del Toboso, to whom this knight's heart belongs. You will hear of us, for the fame of Don Quixote de la Mancha and his lovely lady Dulcinea del Toboso shall spread everywhere. Behold, Don Quixote rides forth into the world. No, back up, old fellow. Turn around.
Here's some food to take with you. That'll be good.
I will.
Don't forget to be a duke soon.
I won't. Thank you, Sancho. Goodbye.
Bye, Pop.
Goodbye, Sancho, my one and only love.
Farewell.
Farewell, Don Quixote.
Rocinante, away.
Wait for Sancho!
Oh, poor uncle. What will become of him?
You'll be surprised.
kind of work. Why don't we rest a little, shall we? Even knights rest sometimes, they have to.
Then rest.
Well, let me help you down, sir. Your worship.
Yes?
I'm kind of hungry, too.
You are always hungry.
That's because I've got so much to fill.
Then eat.
What about you, your worship?
I have no desire to eat.
Come on. You can't go having this wonderful adventures without eating.
Talk to me not of food. My thoughts are on my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso.
Well, she won't mind if you eat a little bit.
Oh, Dulcinea del Toboso, day of my night, glory of my life, star of my destiny. May your Don Quixote have more adventures worthy of your beauty and your grace.
Very pretty, sir. You know, your worship, I would like to ask you a question, maybe two questions.
You have my permission, good son.
Isn't it disappointing? I mean, here we are, traveling all over the countryside for hours, and what's happened? Nothing. Not one adventure, not one.
My enemies, the Knight of the White Moon, and all the other evil people in the world will see to it that there's adventure aplenty for us.
And how many adventures will it take for you to make me a duke?
Many, many.
Many men? That's a lot. Your worship, these adventures won't be too dangerous, will they?
Any knight welcomes danger.
Yes, but any knight's servant doesn't.
For one smile from my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso, I would gladly face any danger, no matter how great.
For one smile, your worship, what use would you be to that lady or any other if you're all sliced up like a lemon?
You do not understand, my friend. You have a simple mind.
You know, sometimes I'm glad it's simple.
Hard? What is that?
Looks like, a man and a boy to me.
I'll teach you to behave like that.
But I didn't do anything. Anyways, it wasn't anything bad.
Ah, you admit it.
No, I don't.
Running off and play, but you ought to be taking care of this sheep.
Oh, look on my ear.
Hold, villain! Unhand that boy! I know you, good thief! You're Alifanfaro, the wizard. You serve my enemy, the Knight of the White Moon.
No, sir. I'm Manuel Gonzalez, a shepherd. Those are my sheep over there.
I say you are Alifanfaro, the wizard.
Well, I say I'm Manuel Gonzalez, a shepherd.
He looks like a shepherd to me, your worship. I think he smells like one too.
Silence! Wizards can take on any shape. He may look like an innocent shepherd to you, but I assure you, he is the wizard Alifanfaro.
No, I swear.
I see through him.
He's a pretty thick man to see through, your worship.
He's trying to enchant this poor lad and turn him into a pig.
No, no.
A pig? Is that what he's doing? I don't want to be a pig. I've never been a pig. Save me, your greatness. Save me.
Have no fear, boy. Don Quixote is here. Some to take my shield in my belt. Up, boy, up. Need only my good sword.
Your worship, I wouldn't be too rash if I were you.
A knight knows his duty.
What are you going to do to me? I'm just a poor shepherd. I never meant any harm. I never hit the boy very hard. I'm no wizard. I don't want to change him to a pig, just into a good boy. I'm not Alifan for not anybody.
Do you dare question my word, Alifanfaro?
No, Manuel Gonzalez.
Avaunt, tip of darkness, I have found you at last.
Mercy, mercy.
Your worship.
From darkness you have come, and out of darkness you shall
Your
descend.
worship.
What is it, Sancho? Can't you see we are occupied?
Well, there's just something a little funny about all this. I think maybe we'd better give him another chance to turn over a new leaf. Maybe he'll stop being an old wizard and be good.
Yes, I promise. Only spare my life.
And see, Sancho, here is Alifanfaro, the wizard, the hireling of my enemy, cowering here at our feet like a whipped dog.
Won't you believe me? I'm not a Alifan for not anybody. Yes, sir, I'm whatever you say.
See, Sancho, he is Alifanfaro.
Sir,
Mercy.
with the sword at my head, I'd say with the Queen of Sheba.
Have mercy.
If I spare you your life, do you swear
Anything, sir.
to be a good man henceforth?
Cross my heart, there won't be a better man alive.
You swear never to enchant anyone ever again?
Yes, yes.
I think he means it.
There are two other conditions. You must go at once to my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso. Throw yourself at her feet and tell her that I, Don Quixote de la Mancha, have defeated you in fair battle.
I'll go, I'll tell her everything.
And then you must go to your master, the Knight of the White Moon. Tell him the same thing and that you are no longer serving him.
I'll do all you ask.
Go! Up, boy, up. Sancho, my purse. Henceforth, stay away from all wizards and enchanters.
I don't want to get eaten anymore.
Or turn into a pig.
Not a pig.
You have suffered, boy? This will help you to forget.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Farewell, boy.
Goodbye.
See, Sancho, that was our good adventure.
Your worship, in everything that's holy, I could swear that that shepherd over there was just a shepherd and nothing more.
You must learn not to trust your eyes.
I don't trust my eyes. There are all things I can't trust. Well, besides my ears and my mouth and my brain and my heart.
When wizards and enchanters are about, nothing is what it seems.
That's pretty confusing.
And that is what they intended to be. They are out to make trouble and lead us astray.
Well, if he was a wizard, you should have showed him. Tell me, how many wizards are there altogether?
Hundreds, thousands.
Oh my.
But the worst of them all is my enemy, the Knight of the White Moon.
Well, the fur will certainly fly if you were to see him, your worship.
Then, besides the wizards, there are the giants, and even several dozen dragons. All the enemies of every true knight.
I can see lots of adventures ahead of us. What is it? It's just somebody carrying something. Don't tell me he's another wizard.
Mambrino's golden helmet.
Helmet? Mambrino? Who's he?
The greatest knight alive, saved Don Quixote.
Wait a minute, your worship. It just looks like a brass basin, the kind used by barbers.
It is Mambrino's golden helmet. Look, that varlet has stolen it.
Oh, no.
Hold for Foothill mouth. That helmet belongs to the knight Mambrino. You have stolen it.
I didn't.
Lie not to me.
I wasn't. It's Master Nicholas's. It's a barber's basin. I was taking it to town to be fixed.
Away, you bundle of mischief, you thief, away! Mambrino's golden helmet.
Sir, that's not a helmet, sir. I'm the King of Spain. Let me take a closer look. He was telling the truth. It's Master Nicholas's basin. You can tell that mark right here. It's not gold, just brass.
Keep away! No profane hand with such as golden helmet. It is pure gold, my poor fool. It is a knight's helmet.
I must have funny eyes then. Or you have.
I know Mambrino will not mine. I shall wear it myself until I can return it to you.
Worship. I don't know what you see. but I see a brass basin.
Silence! Man with the brains of a fly, you do not deserve to serve a knight like me.
No. Yes, sir.
Sancho Panza, you wear down my patience. No!
Yes, sir.
You are a nutty, a knucklehead, a complete fool.
Yes. Wait, no.
I warn you, if this happens again, I will send you packing.
Your worship, please, I won't laugh again. Even if the good Lord allows me to live to 200, I will never laugh again. I didn't mean anything by it. I never mean anything when I laugh. It just bubbles out.
Then stop such unseemly bubbling.
No more bubbles. And sir, that base, helmet, is pure gold. I can see it now. In fact, it's quite the gem of a helmet, and you look quite nice in it. Please forgive me.
You are forgiven, Sancho Panza.
You are the greatest knight in all the world.
That is the Sancho I approve of. One who tells the truth and does not laugh at noble things.
What's that? It?
Yonder!
Where?
An army of my enemies. They cover the whole hill.
I don't see anything, just a bunch of sheep.
It's an army, I say.
Oh, anything you say, sir. But, your worship, it's the first army I've seen all 4 legs. And they have a bunch of tails, too. Why would an army want to say baha baha all the time? Do you think they're trying to scare you?
See? They come this way. Hundreds and hundreds of them, clad in shining white armor.
Armor? Isn't that wool, sir? And don't they look a little just like white sheep?
And at the head of them, the Prince of the Black Mountain. He is clad all in black.
Prince in black. I see a black ram over there.
He is a friend of my enemies, the Knight of the White Moon. Behold, they come at rapid pace, and his army is behind him. But fear not, Don Quixote will protect us both. Trusty sword, do your duty.
Your worship, don't do anything. You'll hurt yourself. Oh, God. Goodness. Saints preserve us.
I have won. Don Quixote has won. See how the cowards run?
Am I crazy or is he? Your worship, don't be angry with me, but in all honesty, they look like a bunch of 4-legged animals.
It is the Prince of the Black Mountain and his army. See them scatter like the sheep they are.
That's what I've been saying, your worship. They're just sheep.
They are men, but they behave like sheep.
Oh, but it's no use. You and I just don't see the same things.
What a glorious, glorious victory. My lady Dulcinea must hear this.
Sure hope this Dulcinea lady is more real than the other stuff we've been saying.
Hold your tongue.
I'm holding it, your worship.
Lady Dulcinea is the most beautiful woman in all of the world.
But your worship, have you actually seen this woman? I mean, truly and really seen her.
Have I seen her? Have you lost your head?
I don't think so. And if I have, I haven't noticed.
I am constantly throwing myself at Lady Dulcinea's feet.
Constantly?
Constantly.
Oh, I must not have been around when it happened.
You know, Sancho, sometimes I think you are not quite all there.
That's funny, your worship. Sometimes I think the same exact thing, only not about myself. You were both right.
Who approaches yonder?
Just some country girls.
No,
No, that's what I see, sir.
It is she!
She?
Who? The most beautiful woman in all of the world, Dulcinea del Toboso.
Are you sure that's her?
Lovely Lady Dulcinea and 2 maids in waiting.
They may be all milkmaids, dear sir, but they're nothing more than that.
Cease your rude prattle. I know my lady when I see her. I am Don Quixote de la Mancha, here at your feet. For you and you alone, I travel the wide world, fighting and conquering my enemies, using your name. Your loveliness overcomes me, my lady. Those silken traces of ebony, those lily-white hands, those lips that put the finest rubies to shame. My lady, before I continue on my adventures, I ask for one favor, one kiss on this feverish brow. Lady Dulcinea! Lady Dulcinea, come back!
Your worship, come, sit down here. I wouldn't look so sad if I were you, your worship. Otherwise, people would start calling you the Knight of the Sad Face.
Well, that is what I am, good Sancho. The Knight of the Sad Countenance. You saw my lady. She laughed at me. Laughed. She cast me from her. What did I do wrong? What is wrong with me?
Sir, there is nothing wrong. There's nothing much wrong with you. Look, I just think that she didn't know who you was. She sure didn't act like it. You made a mistake, sir. Even knights make mistakes, just like the rest of us. You thought she was Dulcinea, but she was only a simple country girl.
Stop! It all comes to me.
I'm glad, sir.
You know what's the matter?
With me, with you, with what?
Dulcinea is bewitched. Enchanted.
She too.
Why did she look like a common country girl?
I was wondering that myself, sir.
Why did she fail to recognize me?
I wondered that too.
Why did the 2 maids serving her look like common people?
Well, why?
The answer should be plain even to ignorance such as yours. It is all enchantment. And who has done this foul thing? My enemy, the Knight of the White Moon. Vile wizard, when I get my hands on you... This is for your villainy! And this is for more of the same!
Your worship! Let's not hit too hard before we even meet your biggest enemy, the Knights of the White Moon. Come, sit down on this nice soft rock. I know what's the matter with you. Your stomach's so empty, it's turned your head. You can't go on like this. You must eat. Here, I'll fix you up something nice. Right? Right. Whew. Let's see what we got. Your worship. The finest loaf of bread that has ever come from a fair woman's hands. You know, my wife Teresa baked this bread. She makes bread so good, it makes you wonder just to think of it. Well, I'll cut you off a piece, sir. Oh, and I'll pour some of this little of olive oil on it and smother in some nice, sweet-smelling garlic. Whew, your worship. This is a bite fit for a king.
Oh, Lady Dulcinea, what shall be done to remove the enchantment from you?
Sir, let's not think of her now. Just eat, sir, eat.
Dulcinea, I have indeed failed you.
Sir, you'll fail at everything if you do not eat. If not for your sake, then for mine.
What? What is that?
It's the wind, sir. A nice breeze. It's making those windmills over there turn.
Wind-
The ones over there.
Windmills? Windmills?
Well, don't tell me there's something else too.
They are giants!
Giants!
The Knight of the White Moon sends them to attack us.
Why can't that Knight of the White Moon just mind his own business?
Not to worry, I will protect him. No. Starts with my shield and my lance. Shoot him. And where is my horse?
I don't know. He was here a little bit ago.
Where's Rocinante?
Oh, Knight. Come here, pretty horse. Come here, old fellow. Rocinante, I'm calling you. Don't, your worship.
I will send those giant heads, and I will place them in Dulcinea's feet.
But, your worship, what would a woman do with giant's heads? Oh, sorry, sir. Rocinante, come here. Come here, little fellow. Rocinante! Your worship, don't do anything. You'll be killed.
Then place my body in Dulcinea's feet.
Hit the jump. There won't be enough room.
My horse.
Sorry, sir. I don't know how to... I have an idea, sir. This will draw her out. Aha! Ah, he's coming!
There he is! Quick, help me to mount.
Here you go, sir. Although, I don't think I would do this if I were you. I've got a feeling about it, and it's not a very nice one.
Quick, the giants are coming this way.
They're not coming anywhere. They're just turning.
Out of my way.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Don't Quixote come to giants. Defend yourselves.
Oh, I can't look.
No, Rocinante is coming in. You're all smashed up.
Have the giants fled? Where have they gone?
They were never here, your worship.
Alicia, I want to talk to you. Come here, Alicia.
What is it, Miguel? You're always yelling at me when I'm busy.
Alicia, I have something very important to tell you.
I suppose taking care of a dozen guests isn't important?
Alicia, I'm not finding fault with you. You are the best wife a man could ever have. I got a really great bargain when I'm with you. I just really want to tell you something right now.
Why take me from my work if that isn't just like a man?
I just want to talk to you in private. Come here. Do you know who's coming this way?
The Emperor of China?
Don't be silly! Don Quixote de la Mancha!
The fellow who thinks he's a knight?
The very man! He'll be here in a minute! Alfredo San just over the hill!
And so a man with a weak mind comes running down the hill. What am I supposed to do about it?
That's what I'm trying to tell you! If he comes here at our inn, we'll have to baby him.
I've got enough to do, Miguel, trying to baby you.
Duh! This is serious, Alicia! If we do not get into his little wings, he is bound to get violent, and we cannot let anything at our inn get smashed. We just cannot afford it.
I'd just like to see him try and do anything around here, Miguel. I'll take my broom to him. I don't know why people like that are allowed to bother nice people like us.
We'll do as he says, baby him.
I suppose there's no harm in it.
Great! Now, I have something else important to tell you, and I bet you've forgotten all about it.
I don't like riddles, Miguel.
Do you know what today is? Wednesday!
And yesterday was Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Thursday. Aren't we smart?
Yes, but today is very, very, very special day.
It isn't my birthday, is it?
No, no, no. Have you forgotten? Master Pedro.
The puppet master!
The puppet showman.
Oh,
Best in the world.
I just love puppets. Give me a good puppet show and you can have all your Don Quixotes and Half-Wits in Spain. We should tell our guests and maybe they'll stay for the show.
But not a word to them about Don Quixote. We do not want to frighten them.
Oh, you can trust me. I can't wait to see those puppets.
What do these eyes behold?
Just an old inn, sir.
An old inn?
Looks quite old to me.
You are out of your mind.
I am. I am.
It is a grand castle.
A grand cap. Let me look again.
See those battlements over there? And that drawbridge? Oh, and those turrets high in the air.
Your worship, the more I look, the more I see an old inn. Maybe I'm enchanted.
It is a wooden lady of the castle. See this splendid attire, velvet and ermine, and all those precious jewels sparkling in the sunlight.
Your worship, you won't believe me, but all I see is an old innkeeper in his dirty apron and his wife.
Preposterous.
I'm just telling you what I see, sir. Maybe you're enchanted.
My eyes do not deceive me. It is the lord and lady of the castle.
Anything you say, sir.
Sancho, has it ever occurred to you that although I am a knight, I have never been officially knighted?
No, sir. Do you need to be knighted?
Do not reveal your ignorance.
I apologize, it just comes out sometimes.
Now is my chance. Here is a real lord. Sancho, follow me.
What are you going to do?
You must be a witness to this.
What?
Follow me. O great lord of this vast realm and this grand castle, I am Don Quixote de la Mancha.
He thinks you're a lord, and this is a castle.
Shush! My lord, I ask of you but one small favor. If you would but proclaim me a knight of your realm, I shall be eternally in your service.
But sir, I thought you were already a knight.
I have never, my lord, been knighted by your gracious hands.
Very well then. Lady Alicia, my sword.
Sword? You don't have a sword?
The bloom, Alicia, the bloom! Herewith, hereforth, and hereafter, I now pronounce you a knight of my realm. Arise, Don Quixote de la Mancha.
Many thanks to you, my lord, and to most beauteous lady.
There now, knight, I hope that does the trick.
It does, my lord. And remember, if enemies ever shall besiege you, my strong right arm is yours.
I will remember that.
My lord, I have but one other favor.
I'll ask as many as you'd like.
Being the great lord of this vast realm and this grand castle, you must know many things.
Oh, a few. But please stand up, it's much better when we talk that way.
My lord, I have a problem. A tremendous problem.
Oh, now don't we all have problems?
The lady I serve is Dulcinea del Toboso.
Oh, I see, is she the problem?
She has been enchanted, my lord, by the wicked wizard, the Knight of the White Moon.
Ooh. There are some wicked ones out there.
Yes, but this one's the limit.
Quiet!
Who is he?
My squire, Sancho Ponce. Where was I?
Dulcinea.
Quiet!
Excuse it, sir.
My lady, Dulcinea del Toboso, has been enchanted, my lord. She, the cream, the jewel of all womanhood, now looks like a common country girl.
That's a shame.
All the loveliness that captured this knight's heart is gone, my lord.
Enchanted clean out of her.
My lord, I ask of you, please think of a way to remove the enchantment from my lady.
Well, when you're enchanted, there's not much you can actually do.
My lord, I beg you, please think of something.
Okay. Oh, I know. I'll talk it over with the lady of the house. I mean castle.
I don't know what to say. I have to tell him something. I've never seen anybody with so many bats in his belfry.
Alicia, I need to tell him something very important right now.
Tell him to go and lock himself up.
No, Alicia, that is not helping. I have to say something now. You gotta help me.
Well, this will do as good as anything else.
Yes. Oh, yes, that is wonderful. Put the belt under the bench. Oh, no, don't laugh. Wait, what's that? 300,000? No, that is way too many. Oh, 300? Yes. Okay, yeah, that'll do. Okay. Sir Knight Don Quixote, I am afraid there is not much you can do.
My lord, you are breaking my heart.
Well, there's nothing you can do, but he can do it.
He?
Me? Yes, but everything must be done just so. First, he needs a good old horsewhip.
Horsewhip.
And then, my lord?
Then, he must take off his jerkin and whip himself exactly 300 times.
Whip myself 300. What for?
To remove the enchantment of Lady Dulcinea. Duh.
You're crazy! Hold your tongue! You are speaking to a lord!
But your worship, did you hear what he said? I'm to whip myself 300 times just so your Dulcinea can have enchantment taken off her. Tell me, what does Dulcinea and that enchantment got to do with me?
Sancho, my man, calm yourself.
Well, sir, I'm not going to do that, surely. That's all.
Are you serving me, Sancho?
I am, but I'm not serving Dulcinea.
If you serve me, you serve her.
Worship, let's be reasonable. What has beating myself got to do with the old enchantment or not?
Well, no enchantment actually makes any sense. So removing the enchantment won't make any sense either!
That is truth itself, my lord. Sancho, do you mean to tell me that you would not whip yourself and you would save your own contemptible skin?
Yes, I do. It's the only skin I've got. Get someone else to whip himself. Why does it have to be me?
Sancho Panza, I am ashamed of living on the same earth as anyone so cruel and heartless. If on the morrow you still refuse to listen to reason,
300 blows!
to save a lady from enchantment, I shall dismiss you from my service.
But your worship!
No more. Don Quixote has spoken. Remember, you only have these few short hours to think over.
Oh, miserable me. If I don't beat myself, his worship will fire me, and I'll never become a duke. If I do beat myself, I'll be black and blue for 3 months.
Listen, I think it's...
Come on, to the
greatest puppet show of the century.
Everybody, Master Pedro is through with his puppets. Hurry, don't miss the show.
Where is he? There he comes.
Hey, more puppets, don't you?
Long live Master Pedro and his puppets. Look, did you ever? Isn't he sweet?
I want to see the show. Let's have the show.
Welcome, everyone, to Master Pedro's marvelous puppet show, known all over Spain and the rest of the world. I am Master Pedro. This here is my assistant, Leandro. And these are our two little actors.
That's cute, Miguel. Isn't that cute?
Cute as can be.
Methinks I see some enchantments.
So, your worship, no more enchantments, please. Can't we just see things as they are, just once?
The show, the show. Let's have the show.
Last but not least, our final member of our little troupe, Esteban the monkey. Esteban is by far the most remarkable monkey in all of the world. He knows the future. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. He tells fortunes. Step right up, ladies and gentlemen. Please, in just a moment, he'll be reading everyone's fortune here.
Oh, I don't. Isn't he sweet? He's bound to us. He's a fortune teller. Monkey tells fortunes.
Now, Leandro, my assistant, will be setting up our puppet theater. And Esteban, my monkey, sorry, Leandro. Esteban, my monkey, will be reading fortunes. 2 questions about your future for 1 penny. Step right up.
Oh, I don't believe it, but I simply must. Okay, Esteban, here is my money, and here are my questions. Will our inn make us rich? Oh, it won't? I didn't think so. Okay, here's my second question. Does my husband, Miguel, really love me? Well, I thought so. Miguel, now you have your fortune told.
Oh, I do not see why not. Okay, now, here's my question. First one. Now, will Alfredo finally pay me the money he owes me?
What did I tell you, Miguel?
Okay, now, this is a very, very important question. Will Don Quixote de la Mancha continue to go on wonderful adventures? Well, Esteban, what's the answer?
Did you see that? We're gonna go on many more adventures. I just asked him.
Step right up, ladies and gentlemen.
There's my money, monkey. I need you to tell me the truth, or else it won't be much good to me. Will I make it back to my family and my village? I will. Okay, good. All right, now, second question, and think long and hard about this one. Will I become a duke? I won't.
Hey, that's more than 2 questions.
Will I ever become a duke?
If you want your fortune told, put another penny in the cup.
Pooey! I will become a duke, and that monkey doesn't know more than I do.
Leandro, calm down. Now, for the event of the evening, Master Pedro's marvelous puppet show. All right, it takes quite a lot of money to put on these shows, so we ask one simple favor from all of you. Esteban will be passing around this cup. Please put coins in. For afraid we're putting stones in, we can't eat stones. Now, you can go to Madrid or Barcelona and see shows not so good. But here, we bring the show to your very door. Come, Esteban. Nice. The title of the show tonight is Esmeralda's Revenge. Ooh. Or Weep No More, My Lady. If you like the show, please feel free to applaud or laugh. If you dislike it, refrain from throwing old fruits, eggs, or vegetables. Our little actors are trying their best.
Methinks I see something strange.
Shh, it's about to start.
Now, for the show.
I am Lady Esmeralda, my noble knight, my husband, the noble knight, Don Ronaldo, soon returns from the wars. I am so happy, for I love the Don Ronaldo. I think I shall dance to show you how happy I am. I shall go and tell the servants to ready the castle for his arrival.
Aha! I am Don Sigimundo Max Milano Alonso de la Fuente El Porto Bueno. And my wickedness is as long as my name.
I'd like him not at all.
My horse is waiting outside the castle gates. I've come here to take the noble Don Ronaldo's Princess Esmeralda away from him. Wahahaha!
He shall not. By my troth, he shall not.
It's just a play. I hear someone coming. I'll hide behind the curtain.
The castle is now ready for my husband's arrival. There are candles lit in every room. But who goes there?
Aha! I am Don Sigimundo Maximiliano Alonso de la Fuente El Porto Bueno.
Oh my heart, you're that terrible knight.
The worst knight of them all.
No.
Yes.
Oh, will somebody help me?
Come now, proud beauty.
Save me.
Wahahaha!
Don Quixote comes, Lady Esmeralda.
Your worship!
Courage, lady.
Your worship, I can't go any farther. These legs won't carry me any farther. They need rest and food. We've been going on for hours.
Rest a little and refresh yourself.
Thank you. Let's see. Refresh myself with what? We have nothing but some sour oranges. What will you eat?
Again, you took the food with so many glorious adventures ahead of us.
I'm not like you, sir. I can't eat adventures. What can we say back at that inn? I mean castle. And had a real good dinner. You know, I bet my wife Teresa and my daughter Sanchita, they're worried about me so much. I've been gone a long while. Why? I'm beginning to worry about myself. Tell me, worship, just when will I become a duke?
I have told you, when I defeat my enemy, the Knight of the White Moon, and all of the other evil people in the world.
Well, I can't wait that long. Your worship, I don't like to do this, but...
Speak out, man, speak out.
It's just that I don't think I need to be a duke anymore. I probably wouldn't even be a good fit one for anyway. You know, that monkey fortune teller was right. I'll go back to our village, earn my livings as best I can. That's how I feel about it, sir.
You wish to leave me now.
Well, sir, I don't like to do it.
Then go. Don Quixote will carry on alone. I'm near at home in your warm bed. Think sometime of the Knight of the Sad Countenance, fighting and dying by day for the right and for his lady, Dulcinea del Toboso.
That's just the thing, sir. Why must you fight and die by day? Look, why don't we both go home and...
Are you a mouse, Sancho, or are you a man?
I don't know. Is that a nice question to ask me?
What are you waiting for? Go! Go, I say.
I'll leave you the food, sir. Goodbye, your worship. Your worship! I can't leave you! Who would put the blanket over you at night? Who would scramble around and get your food together? Oh, your worship, you need me. I'll stay with you.
Arise, Sancho Panza, my faithful servitor. You are not very bright. You lack all the noble graces. You know little of the ways of the world and nothing of the ways of wizards and enchanters.
Thank you, sir.
But you are a good, honest servant. I will allow you to continue to serve me as long as you obey my slightest command.
I promise, your worship.
Now, do you remember what the lord of that castle said?
You mean innkeeper?
I mean the lord of the castle.
Of course, that's what I meant. I got him mixed with somebody else.
He taught us how to remove the enchantment from my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso.
Yeah. That?
You and you alone, my friend, can save my lady by removing yourself and whipping yourself 300 times.
But your worship, I haven't the magic whip. I lost it.
And I found it. After I defeated the evil knight Don Sigismundo and rescued the fair lady Esmeralda from her plight, I picked up the whip where you had dropped it.
But your worship, you told me yesterday you'd give me a night to think about it, and I have. I've thought about it a lot. But this is serious business, whipping yourself. I can't decide so quickly.
Enough, Sancho Panza. Here is the whip. Take off your jerkin. My lady must not be kept enchanted any longer.
No! I won't whip myself for anybody.
Not for Lady Dulcinea, the fairest of the fair.
Not for the fairest of the fair or the bravest of the brave. Tell me, who is with Dulcinea to me?
Who is she to you? She is my lady.
She's not mine. I've got Teresa.
Enough, Sancho Panza. I want no coward following me. You should hide your face from man, refusing to do this little thing.
Little thing. 300 blows.
To save a lady from enchantment. Enough. I'm going to count to 20. If you do not begin whipping yourself by the final count, I shall dismiss you from my service. 1, 2, 3.
What's an awful pickle, my man. If I don't whip myself, his worship will throw me over. If I do whip myself, I'll be black and blue. Jeez, Sancho, if you haven't had any brains, now's the time to use them. That's just the thing, though. I never had any.
8. 9. 10.
I think I see my way out. It won't hurt me at all, and it'll make his worship feel good. Yes, and you see that rock over there? I'm going to stand behind it. His worship can't hear me from over there. But I'm going to whip myself very loudly, just so that's all he can hear. And I won't actually be whipping myself, though. I'll be hitting the rock. God, you're clever, Sancho. Why, you are a genius. I'll tell his worship right now.
18. 19. One more.
Your worship.
20. What is your answer, Sancho?
I've changed my mind. I can't do that to a lady in distress. Besides, I promise to obey you.
Sancho Panza, you are the sun that brings the light. I thank you, in the name of Lady Dulcinea.
You needn't thank me. Besides, a good whipping will do me good.
Yes, here's the whip.
There's just one thing, though. I would like to go over there and whip myself.
Why not here, good Sancho?
Well, I've never whipped myself in public before. I'm scared to do it.
Very well.
Okay, I'll go there.
Sancho, you are no mouse. You are a man.
Thank you. Will you pay me extra?
Of course. 1 silver coin for every blow of the whip.
Really? Jeez, that's 1 silver. I'm rich, Your worship. Oh, why not 400 blows? After 300, another 100 don't matter.
No, that is what his lordship said. It must be 300 exactly. Now come on, begin the whipping.
Okay, here we go.
I shall go with you.
No. You need to stay here and count the whippings. Yes, I want to make sure I get every single one of them correct.
Nothing will give me more pleasure, my friend.
Here goes nothing.
One. 2. 3. That was a good one, Sancho. 4, 5, 6. Sancho, you are doing marvelous. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Sancho, you will be remembered by future generations. Anything wrong, Sancho? You need help?
Nothing, Your worship. I just got the whip stuck around my back.
13. That was a splendid one. 14. 15.
What ho, Don Quixote de la Mancha?
Night moon. My greatest enemy.
Stop! Stop, I say!
Your worship, I don't think I whipped myself enough. It didn't feel like it. Who is that?
I am the Knight of the White Moon. You are Sancho Panza, Squire of Don Quixote de la
Who
Mancha.
knows me?
You, the Knight Don Quixote.
He knows you.
Knight of the White Moon, I have found you at last.
I've come to challenge you, Don Quixote de la Mancha. I proclaim to all of the world that my lady, who shall be nameless, is 100 times more beautiful than Dulcinea del Toboso.
No man has ever said such foul words and lived.
Still, I say my lady is infinitely more fair.
You lie through your teeth.
Your worship, be careful. He's quite a big fellow.
I fear no man.
Maybe that's the problem.
Don Quixote de la Mancha, the Knight of the White Moon, herewith challenges you to battle. If he wins, you'll give up being a knight errant, go back to your knees, and henceforth and forever lead a peaceful life.
That sounds pretty good to me.
And if I win evil power?
My head will be at your mercy. My horse and armor shall be yours. Your fame shall spread to the 4 corners of the universe.
Are there really 4 corners?
I make another condition, O Knight of the White Moon. O essence of evil,
Name it.
if I win, and when I shall by the grace of heaven, you shall remove the enchantments from my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso.
Agreed.
No more whippings.
You have grossly insulted the most beautiful woman on earth, and in doing so you have insulted her knight, me, Don Quixote de la Mancha. I accept the terms if you accept mine.
I do. But you must remember what my terms are. If I win, you will give up being a knight and return to the peaceful life of your village.
Base scoundrel, defend yourselves! Don Quixote comes, for Lady Dulcinea, whose beauty outshines all others.
For my lady, 100 times more beautiful than Dulcinea.
Get him, your worship! Get him! Get him for me! Hang on for me! Come on! Cut his arms off! Cut his legs off! Cut his head off! You worship, let's go! Do it for me, your worship! Do it for me! Not that Dulcinea! Do it for me! You worship!
Victory to the knight of the white moon!
Are you hurt? Speak to me, your worship! It's Sancho! You killed him! Oh my god, no, your worship! You're long gone. No more will you say, Sancho this or Sancho that, or Sancho, you're a freaking idiot! What are you crying for? What? Oh, you're not dead? Oh, glory be!
Where am I? You? You are not the Knight of the White Moon.
You're Dr. Sanson Carrasco from our village. Another enchantment. Come, I'm taking you home.
Home?
Home. We're going home. Your worship, we're going home.
But where's Papa? He'll come, don't you worry. It's been nice having the old rogue back.
Your uncle is going to be home very soon now.
I can't tell you how happy I am to have him home again.
Ladies,
Everybody's going to be so surprised.
How much we owe to good Dr. Carrasco. He's given my uncle back to me.
Yes, Miss Antonia. I could just kiss that Dr. Carrasco for all he's done. Without him, my Sancho would still be wandering all over the world. Goodness knows what would have become of him. He never became a duke, and I never became a duchess, but I'm satisfied.
ladies,
Yes, Master Nicholas?
can one of you please tell me what's going on? I can't get a word out of Carrasco. He just keeps telling me, you'll see soon enough.
And so you will, Master Nicholas.
We were all told to come here for something important, but when we get here, nobody tells us anything.
You're as curious as a woman. Be patient. It won't be all that long. I'm only sorry about the horse he lost called Rocinante.
Oh, horses can be easily replaced.
Yes, but your uncle was very fond of the animal.
The important thing is that Uncle himself is no longer lost to us.
That is so true. Oh, look, here comes Dr. Carrasco.
Carrasco, I demand to know.
Is it Papa coming? Sanchito Panza, if you don't stop.
My good friends, you've all been asked to come here to see a great miracle with your own eyes.
And pray, what does that mean?
Master Nicholas, if you can master your curiosity just a moment longer, you know everything. I won't keep you all in further suspense. Here comes the miracle.
My good people, I thank you one and all for coming here. I'm glad to be home again with my niece Antonia. And now I'm going to feeling. Dr. Carrasco administrated some powerful medicine to me. I still feel the bump on my head. But it worked. Never again shall I pretend to be that which I am not.
By heaven, it's a miracle. He's saved.
Good people, I am no knight errant. I never was one. I'm just living the good life here in this village like you. Never again shall I be misled by silly stories. And never again shall I see things that never were. Wizards, enchanters, and yes, my lady, Dulcinea del Toboso.
Hurrah!
Lady Dulcinea and all those other wizards and enchanters.
Don't forget the Knight of the White Moon.
They lived only here. which was a very mixed up place.
It's a miracle! He is cured.
From now on, I serve only one lady, my blessed niece Antonia.
But your worship, what about those giants that you fed fighting?
They were only windmills.
And the lord of the castle? The one who knighted you?
Just an innkeeper, my friend.
What about your biggest enemy, the Knights of the White Moon?
My biggest friend, Dr. Sensen Carrasco.
Can't believe it. Why? What if I get a bump on my head and do something to me?
Sancho.
Yes, your worship?
No, not your worship, but my friend. Sancho, before all these people, I want to thank you for taking such good care of me, especially when I needed that care the most.
He's talking about Bob.
He certainly is.
Sancho, there's one other thing I would like to do for you. Perhaps I will pay you for the whipping you gave yourself.
Oh, but your worship, there wasn't any whipping.
Let's see what I gave you. Money? Money! This is better than being a duchess. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Don't be dumb. Thank him.
Thank you, your worship.
Now.
My friend. Look there.
Rocinante, you've come back.
So he has, glory be.
My happiness has returned to me. I have regained my senses, and my horse is back. Rocinante, where have you been all this time? And what in the world have you been doing? A cult? Rocinante, then you're a father? Glory be. My good people, let us celebrate this happy occasion. Music there!